you know, all aspects of it.
Well, it's obviously something that's very important to you. What made you take on the project?
I think I've been living in Asia for 4 years, and I was looking for a project when I came back, and subconsciously I must have I read about one of my local farmers that sells their flowers at Hovingham Market while I was still in Asia, and I just looked up the link to flowers from the farm and read about the resurgence in flower growing. I didn't know anyone else that was doing something about that. So, and I love flowers and growing things myself, so it was a perfect fit, really.
Now, this is an arts project, isn't
Yes.
it? And a self-funded one.
Yeah.
At that. I mean, how difficult it is to get something like this off the ground?
Well, it's not that difficult to do it. The people I'm working with are fantastic. Everybody's agreed to be photographed. There's been no kind of, oh, I don't want to do it or anything like that. It's, you know, and I can work locally around my freelance work and my other jobs, and I just do it when I can, really.
Well, it's been absolutely delightful talking to you this morning. Thank you for the flowers. They're absolutely brilliant, and good luck. Thank you very much for British Flower Week. OK, so there's a little something happening this afternoon at 1 o'clock. If you are not out and about doing your thing, because Sarah, of course, has been telling us how lovely and warm it's going to be for many of us, England is playing. We obviously wish the team the best of luck. We'll, of course, have the result for you tomorrow. You can have the coverage on BBC One, and, of course, there'll be commentary and coverage on BBC Radio 5 Live. From me and Ben, who's reading the news for the Andrew Marr programme, it's goodbye. Have a lovely day.
This is BBC News. I'm Ben Brown. The headlines at 9. A blueprint to halve childhood obesity by 2030. Energy drinks, junk food adverts and the sale of sweets at supermarket checkouts could be restricted under new plans for England.
We know this is what people want. Our research tells us that parents really want to see all the things that are driving them to buy more and eat more cut back on.
Polls open in Turkey's presidential and parliamentary elections, the biggest challenge to President Erdogan's 15 years in government. Women in Saudi Arabia finally get behind the wheel after an end to the ban on them driving.
They were actually on the road driving. People are waving, they're so happy. I'm so honored. It's an amazing feeling.
The England manager, Gareth Southgate, says his side can create their own history in the World Cup today. A win against Panama later would send them into the knockout stages of the tournament in Russia. And our Sunday morning edition of the papers is coming up at 9:35 with Sharma Pereira and Henry Mance. Hello, good morning and welcome to BBC News. The government's announced new measures aimed at